Week 15, we are starting our setup. Now this setup will be the setup for the remainder of the weeks until the show, which is probably the only setup we're gonna have. Okay, so we're gonna go through each station and we're gonna talk upgrades on what you also could be working on. Okay, over here, forward roll. Clean forward roll, straight body, standing up. Remember, the parents wanna see clean. They don't wanna see their kid flopping all over the place. So we're all gonna start the first round with simple basic stuff. Forward roll. As it goes on, this could also be a straddle roll, or some of my kids do bridge kickovers on here. But the first time around at the show will be basics, and then you need to know your group and let them know during practice what their upgrades are going to be in the show. Okay? Over here, forward roll. Clean, straight body, tuck, forward roll, straight body. Again, the second and third rounds, you are responsible for working with your group throughout these next week and seeing like this could be a straddle roll, or this could be a backward roll independently, or a cartwheel. However, the first round is going to be clean forward rolls. Over here, lunge, teeters. They could also do teeter hops if your group can get their foot off the ground, if they can put their feet together, beautiful, okay? But I wanna start and finish in a lunge. An important part for the show is they are going to jump on and they are going to jump off so that we don't have kids walking around mats at stations for the show. We also will not be having the hands at the show. We will be doing it in practice. The week before the show, we will be taking those away. They just will go everywhere. We want the parents to see clean gymnastics. Over here, same thing. Anytime there's a mat, you're jumping on, jumping off. This station will be your bridges. If you have kids that aren't super great, they can be tabletops. It also can be an upgraded bridge station, feet on, lifting a leg. Some kids can kick over, okay? But you need to know your group beforehand because the parents are looking to see what they've learned. And if we're trying to do a bridge with them and they've never done it, I'd rather just you do a tabletop and lift a leg with your little ones. If your group can do it, it's impressive to get up to the bridges and the bridge kickovers, okay? And then jump on, jump off. Backward rolls. This mat is fabulous because it allows them to get their feet to the floor faster. So we need to have them land on their feet in their backward roll in a straight body. Everything is in a straight body. I'm going to get on everyone's behinds about them finishing in a straight body. So please just do it. They should be doing it the whole time, but let's just make sure that it looks nice. We want re-enrollment here, people. Over here is cartwheel. Okay, it can be a one-handed cartwheel if your kids can do it, but again, I want clean lunge to lung cartwheel or clean barrel cartwheel. Over here, it's just upgrade. It's a higher level, excuse me. So they have to kick over, which will give you a little bit more of a rainbow. If you have the little chicken nuggets that can't jump over that yet, we'll move this mat there, and then that will be how they do their cartwheel. Last station will be over here, kickovers. And you want to see that V position, then kick, okay? Gorgeous. Now, if there's a backup, they will be sitting on these orange line or standing on the white line, okay? But you need to tell your kids there will always be an orange line in front of everything. If somebody is on the equipment, they must be standing here, okay? Now, this setup will be moved over here. It will be elongated, and that's okay. All right, so week 15 is going to be a little bit different. We're going to have beams set up here because this is how it is in the show. In the show, trampoline and beam are going to be different. So beam stations are going to be here as well as over there because at the show, the high beams will need to be lowered down all the way and we need to work on them walking on the beams and releve, step kicks, all of that fun stuff because we do have so many kids. So on those high beams, start with just walking. You can hold their hands, see who can walk on their toes, step kicks, sidewalks, and then work on jumping off of the beam and hitting a nice strong stick position. And that's what they'll be doing off of the beams. So you should have been incorporating this. If not, now's the time to start. okay? So over here is gonna be releve walks. They're gonna start with nice, strong releve walks. Again, arms behind their ears. If you need to stand there, try to have them put their hands up and you just like hold their waist so their parents can get more of a visual of them doing it by themselves. As time goes on in the show, you'll start with straight walks, then you can do step kicks, as long as they're in releve. Over here, hands go on their hips. In releve, they're gonna walk all the way down. Perfect. Then they're gonna come on over here, and they're gonna pick up the stars. I wanna see them all, at least on their toes. They may fall, but I wanna see this position from all of those kids. They'll do it 3 times. They're gonna jump over it. It's a great photo op for parents, because they're gonna be sitting right here. This vault will not be here. So their parents are gonna be like, oh my God, they're so cute, you know, over here. Then on the crayon, they're doing either a scale or a flamingo hold. And this is gonna be their parents' photo op moment because they will be right there. So give them a couple seconds. Over here, you're gonna do your forward roll. Then those are those nice orange lines that's gonna tell them to stop in every station, okay? Then over here, they're gonna do their straight jumps, pointing their toes down to the ground. If you can have them do like tuck jumps, then I suggest tuck jumps. As far as this is your chance to show off to parents like how good of a coach you are, like what you've taught their kids. So if your kids can do better and you've taught them better, then make sure you show that, okay? Then over here is gonna be step kicks to start, but as time goes on and the rotation goes on, you could be doing sidewalks, you could be doing back walks. It's really whatever your group is comfortable with. And again, we're gonna be able to see this a couple times before the show. Here are those orange dots again, because sometimes in the show, kids love to go real fast. So tell them to make sure that they go dot to dot, they can walk, whatever, but it's more of just making sure that there's no chaos and people aren't going too fast. And if there is backup, here's your controlled chaos. Okay, so for our beam, we are having 2 groups like we said, so this is going to be the beam over here setup. So first and foremost, the most important part is you're doing your mount. So all those mount drills we've been doing and working on, I hope nobody was skipping them, because here's what you're gonna do. So you're gonna push up, they bring their leg around, they can bring their feet back, and then they can stand up. We will have a coach always doing this, because after they go through once, they are gonna sit here, so it's more manageable for the coaches. Then they're gonna walk across. I will have a list and I'll print it out and hang it up of what they should be doing on this beam. So you'll know exactly each time around what they're doing. Then over here, straight jump, stick. It's very important they hit those sticks. I know we stressed it a lot this year and we gotta show the parents that they know how to do it. Again, there'll be something posted on the wall right over here in the corner, so you'll know exactly what the gymnast should be doing. So round 1, round 2, as well as what they should be doing for dismounts. So you'll know, okay, you're gonna tell them straight walks, arms out, releve if you can, stick, straight jump, tuck jump, straddle jump. So you'll know all of that. Over here, they're going to use the circle and they're gonna walk. You can tell them, they can go up, they can go down, they can go side to side. This is basically so we don't have to like tell them what to do every time. You can just tell them to walk with the circle above their head, so it's a quick instruction. Then it goes right over there. They're not jumping off, they're just gonna walk through this mat to come on over here. These 3 blue lines, they're gonna either do their scales or their flamingos. And then this last one is really just a photo op. Tell them to smile at their parents, wait for their parents to take the photo. They're gonna step down the stairs, and then they'll sit at the free bullseye. Okay, so we're controlling the masses by putting them here. So we will have multiple coaches, obviously, but we'll be able to have one coach that's starting it and can do the whole walks down here, and a second coach that will hang out in between here. This is great because we can start doing it next week, so you'll know what to do. Awesome.